Woman makes a discovery in her grandmother's attic and quickly embarks on an unusual mission. The work spirit is not the same for everyone, and it differs from one person to another, and it's a part of people's personality and habits. Some love their work, others don't. Amy Cavaleris of Columbus, Ohio. She's a woman with 2 jobs, and she loves both of her jobs, especially because she's a social person who loves interacting with people. Magic, romance, and adventure inspired everything Amy did, and this included the jobs she chose: dressing up like princesses from Disney movies and attending children's parties, and also working as a flight attendant for JetBlue Airlines. Amy loves her family a lot. She waits for her days off to meet them, especially her grandmother, Granny Ruth. She wasn't as any grandmother. She raised her, and she truly loves her. She said that she misses her beautiful, lovely granddaughter. While other seniors slowed down, Ruth had an unmatched zest for life. That's why it was so hard for Amy when she saw her grandmother begin to decline. She just needed more help than she once did. Because she can't be alone anymore and she really needs to be surrounded with people who can take care of her, so her family helped her to understand all this, and eventually she accepted to move to an assisted living facility. And Amy herself helped her to gather her needed items, where she found something interesting. Tucked away in the corner of the attic was a decorative box. It was heavy and covered with dust, and when she opened it, she realized it was Ruth's wedding dress from 1953. Amy was surprised, and she was so amazed by the dress, she couldn't even believe that her grandmother is still keeping her wedding dress after 5 decades. And the more unbelievable thing is that the dress is still at its best condition. This was so much more than just finding a dress. To Ruth, it represented the 43 years she spent married to her husband, Amy's grandfather, Jack. For over 4 decades, the two were best friends, and when he passed away, she'd slipped into a depression. Amy felt a lump form in her throat when she found her grandmother's dress. Having only recently tied the knot herself, she now felt like she understood how special it was to Ruth. So she made her grandmother a touching proposition. Then she wanted to cheer her up, but she wasn't sure whether Ruth would be okay with it or not, but she couldn't let it go. She asked her to try to wear the dress, and that was just to make her feel better. Ecstatic to see the gown again, Ruth agreed, and Amy's mother snapped a beautiful picture of Ruth holding a picture of herself on the day of her wedding, wearing the dress. Then, Amy posted the photo to Facebook, and it immediately drew a lot of attention, but not for the obvious reason. Amy's Facebook friends noticed something so special in the photo. They saw a person's reflection on the photo that Ruth was holding. Coincidentally, it was Amy's mother who appeared to add something to the picture. It's rare that something strikes a chord with so many people, but the online community was so enamored at the photo that the Facebook page Love What Matters featured it, and it was liked by nearly 26,000 people. Shocked, Amy couldn't believe how popular the photo of her grandmother became, but she totally understood why. That unique reflection in the glass frame deserved every bit of heartwarming attention it received. At age 91, Ruth was still going strong. Amy helped her grandmother relive the happiest moments of her marriage with that dress, and indeed she felt that nostalgic happiness of being young and beautiful. But she didn't know how much people would love it, especially with the appearance of her mother. Ruth is happy now of what she did, and she feels less pain of moving out of her house.